December 1944. The forest near Bastogne was silent in a way that felt wrong. Private Daniel Hayes was 19 years old and shaking, not from fear alone, but from the cold that cut through his gloves like knives. Snow clung to his helmet. His rifle felt heavier than it should have. Around him, the remains of his platoon lay scattered, some wounded, some very still. The German counter-offensive had slammed into them before dawn, fast and brutal. Within minutes, command was gone. Radios were dead. Retreat was impossible. And then the tanks came. Hayes pressed himself into a shallow foxhole as the ground began to tremble. A Panther tank emerged between the trees, its engine growling like a living beast. One tank became two, then three. They were moving straight towards the only road that led into Bastogne. If they broke through, thousands of American soldiers inside the town would be trapped. Hayes had never fired a bazooka before. It lay beside a fallen corporal half buried in snow. Hayes stared at it for a long second, his mind screaming that this was a mistake. He was a clerk before the war. He barely knew how to lead men, let alone stop tanks. But no one else was left. He crawled forward, every movement slow, deliberate. Machine gun fire tore branches apart above his head. He ignored it. At 40 yards, he rose to one knee, shouldered the bazooka, and aimed at the lead tank's side armor. He fired. The rocket struck low and exploded in a burst of flame and steel. The tank lurched, then stopped. Smoke poured from its hatches. German infantry scattered in confusion. Hayes didn't celebrate. He ran, he repositioned, hands numb, lungs burning. When the second tank turned its turret toward the destroyed lead vehicle, Hayes fired again. Another explosion, another kill. The remaining tanks halted, unsure.